Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, and in this video I'm going to show you how to solve problems from straight line graphs. So basically there are vast topics in graphs, straight line graphs, curve equations, curves, then parabolic equations, etc, etc. But we are going to study today straight lines graphs, which are very important topic for grade 7, 8, 9 and IGCSE or in O levels. I'm IRFAN Amin and I teach mathematics basically in iAcademy and Royal School Dhaka officially, and side by side I teach physics also. So for this today's tutorial we are going to study straight line graphs. So what is our objectives? Our objectives will be from the coordinates finding gradient, y-intercept, equation of a straight line, midpoint, distance, and drawing the graph. So we can say drawing the graph. Okay, that's good. So after we have done all of this, we are going to check it. So make sure that you check these boxes after you complete this tutorial. So according to our objectives, we needed our coordinates. For example, I took two coordinates 1, 2 and B 6 and 5. You must know what is coordinate, or I have another tutorial about the coordinate geometry graphs. Okay, so first our objective is to find the gradient. So what is gradient? Gradient is also called slope. So whenever I think about gradient, what I think is there is a line like this. Okay, so this is a slope. So gradient also means rise by run. So when you are running, we are actually going this way, but when we are rising, we are actually going this way. So this is run and this is rise. So does this mean like only rise and run? Okay, we can write it like this: gradient equals to rise divided by run. Okay, that's easy, but we cannot do maths with this. So what we are going to do is, if you noticed, this is a graph where this is a y-axis and this is an x-axis, and for example let me say this is our line, straight line. It's not straight, but I'm using a pen, so it should be looking much better like that. Okay, so this is our rise and this is our run. We know that we have a formula. Okay, before going to that, I'm going to say you about this. We also call gradient as m. So whenever I say m, don't mix it up. M means gradient. It's the short form. Instead of writing gradient, if you write m, it also represents gradient. So we can also write m equals to rise by run. So there is a formula for gradient, which we can derive it from this one, rise by run. Okay, I don't know any values of this, so I'm going to, can I say this one y2, and can I say this one y1? Y1 and y2 are just numbers. Since we don't know any numbers, we are saying y1 and y2. Always remember, y2 is always greater and y1 is always smaller. Okay, then if I go from here, I can say this x1 and this is x2. Can I say this one? Okay, that's good. So this is rise and this is run. So from the formula, let me change the color. Okay, so from the formula I can see that rise by run. So I can say that m equals to, can I say this one? Okay, let me make it much more thinner. This size is fine. No, okay, this side is fine. Okay, can I say this one? Since I have to go up, rise, so what is the difference? What's the distance from between this line and this line? This line and this line? It is y2 minus y1. And what's the distance between the run? X2 minus x1. It's not x1 minus x2. Always we are subtracting the smaller number from the larger number. So I can say that same way, x2 minus x1. So this is our formula for gradient, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So we have derived our equation, which is, or the formula is, gradient equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, this is our formula. You can memorize this formula, but I have shown you the proof, so you can take it as the proof. You can note it down. This is as proof. So we have two coordinates. Let me copy this one. Okay, 1, 2 and 6, 5. So we have our coordinate A 1, 2 and B as 6 and 5. I have taken this as an example. So how you are going to find the gradient of this one? Gradient, or m, equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. This is our x1, this is our y1, this is our x2, this is our y2. Okay, or you can flip it, no problem. You can take this one also as x1 y1, and this is also x2 y2. So but for this, since serially we are going to write like this way. So y2 is 5 minus y1 is 2, and x2 is 6 minus x1 is 1. So we are going to write m equals to 3 by 5. This is our gradient. So gradient is the slope, and it doesn't have any units, since it's just showing how steeper this is. So the gradient of this is 3 by 5. Are you clear, right? So I hope most of you are clear with this one. We found our gradient formula here. Gradient is always rise by run. So from there we found that from y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, it gave us 3 by 5. So let's go to our topic and we have understand gradient. Okay, now we have y-intercept and equation of the straight line. Okay, so how you are going to find y-intercept? That's the main issue. As we know, we have coordinates, this one, A and B. So what you are going to do is, we know our backbone formula. Backbone formula means the general equation of the general formula, the GM, the GF. It's not the girlfriend, it's actually general formula. General formula, or I also say is a backbone of a straight line, is y equals to mx plus c. This is very important. So what is y equals to mx plus c? Any straight line equation have this backbone. Upon this formula, all straight line equations happens. So if this is an equation, y is always equal, so this is m is what you must know by this time, is the gradient. It is the x-axis and plus c. So what is plus c? What is this c? Some say this as a constant, but I will say this as a y-intercept. So what is y-intercept? Y-intercept, it is the point where the line crosses the y-axis. How? For example, we have a graph like this. This is our y-axis, this is our x-axis. If I draw a graph like this, so what is our y-intercept? Y-intercept, I said you, y-intercept is the point where the graph crosses the line at y-axis. So this is our y-intercept. This point, for example, let me give this name. This is 5, for example. This is my y-intercept. This is my y-intercept. Or you can say this also as x-intercept. So this c is always this one. Okay, now how you are going to find the y-intercept? We know that we have a is 1 2 and b is 6 5, our coordinates. We are working with these coordinates. Okay, now we know that y equals to mx plus c. What we are finding, actually we are finding the c. Now we have to find the c. So what you are going to do is, we know that m equals to 3 by 5, is it? Yes, it is 3 by 5. We have our m. Okay, now take any of the two equations. So which one you are going to take, right? So I will take always take the easy ones. For example, I will take a. So if I take a, put these values here. I'm making a separate tab so that I can do two different sums to prove you. So to find the c, what you are going to do, instead of y, I'm going to put 2. So let's put 2, and instead of m, I'm going to put 3 by 5, and instead of x, I'm going to put 1 plus c. So it should be 3 by 5 plus c. So c equals to 2 minus 3 by 5. C should be something, or let me do without using calculator. It should be 5 10 minus 3, or it should be 7 by 5. So it should be 7 by 5. Okay, so we got our y-intercept as 7 by 5. Now can you try using the second equation or the second coordinate? Let's try with the second coordinate. Let's see if you can solve using the second coordinate. Okay, let me do it. So we know that y equals to mx plus c. So instead of y, we are going to put 5 from here, then 3 by 5 into 6 plus c. So 5 equals to 15, sorry, it should be 18 divided by 5 plus c. C equals to 5 minus 18 by 5 equals to is 7 by 5. It's same. See, these both are same. So whatever coordinate you use, you are always going to get the same number. So don't confuse. Or 7 by 5 you can also write as 1.4. Okay, now we have got our gradient and our y-intercept. So let's check the box, or first before that let me revise it again. Y-intercept is the point where the graph or the line touches the graph, crosses the graph at y-axis. So that is the y-intercept. So how you are going to find the y-intercept? we have our backbone equation as y equals to mx plus c. I'm going to substitute one coordinate there. Instead of y, I'm going to put the y coordinate. Instead of m, I'm going to put the gradient which I have found from the coordinates. Then instead of x, I'm going to put the x coordinate value, and plus c. C we will have to find. We will find as a constant, like in algebra. We did some algebra and we saw that using the both coordinate we are getting the y-intercept same. Now let's check the box. So we found our gradient and we found our y-intercept. In the next video we are going to show how you are going to find the equation of a straight line from the coordinates. So till then, take the revision notes, revise the notes if necessary, and check if you have any problems. Then after completing this video, whole course, we are going to solve your problems which you have commented. Thank you so much.